Hey everyone, welcome to not really top 10, just going over the games that I played this year. There's no real particular order, except for Dark Souls being first because I haven't beaten it yet, but for everything else, it's just the games that I played, the games that I enjoyed, me talking about them, and trying to promote them out to you guys so you guys can play them, even if you're over the age of 25. When do adults have time to be gamers? During their free time, when they're not at work, when they're not sleeping, when their friends are busy doing stuff, when their family's doing other stuff, when some people, when they have free time, they get drunk, they do drugs, they race their car down the street, hoping they don't accidentally run through a red light and kill family six in their SUV. Gamers, when they have free time, sit in front of their TV or computer and play video games. Just saying. Now, like I said, because I haven't beaten it yet, we'll be starting off with Dark Souls. Now then, Dark Souls will be starting off first because I haven't actually beaten it yet. Just started playing it. Already love it. Probably be playing it right now, except I'm so freaking tired. I probably wouldn't be able to focus for very long. And I don't want to sit down and play for half an hour or an hour. I want to sit down and play for like 4 hours at a time because it's just that good of a game. Will it be as good as Bloodborne? Maybe, maybe not, because this is the second series from, well, the second game from Software, the first one being Demon Souls, which I also played and loved. So I'm guessing that I'm going to definitely love this game. Even the parts where I'm screaming and yelling and ready to throw my controller, it's still going to be amazing because that's what these games are from Software. They're just great. Maybe not the kind you're used to playing, but definitely great. Technically, I was already playing this game in 2018, but I didn't finish it until 2019. Going in, 4.5 hour video, got maybe half an hour into the game, beat one side boss. By the end, I got platinum on this game. Bloodborne is probably one of the best games I played this year. It's probably one of the best games I played ever. As hard as it is, as difficult as it is, as frustrating as it is, you keep coming back for more. Especially the challenge dungeons. I love the challenge dungeons. If you've not played this game or any of the Souls games, this might be a hard starting point, but I highly recommend this game. And at this point, yeah, screw $20. You might be able to get it for 10. Wait for sales, you get it used at GameStop or Allied or something like that. Definitely, if you see this game, get it. Be ready to rage. If you have heart issues, maybe don't get it, but be ready to rage, but also be ready to have a great time, especially once you learn the mechanics, learn how to dodge, learn how to strike, learn how to telegraph the movements of the bosses and all that. Also, the DLC is also amazing. Get the DLC. I had the DLC before I didn't even have the game downloaded yet. Bought the DLC because I knew it was going to be amazing, and I was right. Sophie, the Atelier, Sophie, Alchemist, the Mysterious Book. Very weeb. Part of a franchise has been going on for 20 years. Unsure what I was getting into. Never played it before. Any other series. Apparently, it's a really good starting point because they introduced new things like more of a puzzle for the alchemy than they had in the previous games. And this is the start of a new trilogy. I haven't played the other two yet, but I might get around to them. Right now, I'm kind of focused on other games, but I have to say, for a game I was not expecting to play because I never even heard of the series before, playing this was actually pretty cool. 8 out of 10. Great RPG elements. Okay story. That's just a fun little game to play. If you find it used like I did for $20, definitely grab it. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Played the first one. I really enjoyed the first one. Got the second one. Held off on playing it for a while. It's like, know what? 2019, no new games. Play the games you already have. This was one of them. The fact that they got rid of guns altogether. The first one, guns were rare, but you could grab them and use them. This one, not at all. You cannot use guns at all. Also, it's not a sequel. It's not even a prequel. It's like they rebooted the series after one game for some reason. But they made the movement more fluid, the combat a little bit better. Story, yeah, didn't really play for the story. I just wanted to run around a city and have fun, and I did. And I do like the one part at the end. I beat it first try. Didn't even know it was supposed to be difficult. I played the game. I know what you do. Turn, move, press this button, jump, land here, go. DSP played the exact same game, same part. It took him like 8 to 10 minutes to beat the one section. Like, how? Did you not pay attention at all during the entire game? You played the game, but apparently... Oh, I'm going to completely forget all the controls as soon as this segment starts because he doesn't seem to know what to do. Fucking stupid. Anyways, if you guys get a chance to play this game, check it out. Or watch other people play it, not DSP. See if it'd be the kind of game you'd be interested in, because it's a first-person shooter with no shooting. Just climb, run, jump, punch, run some more. Which I thought was pretty cool. Especially since they made a giant-ass city for you to run around in. Homefront Revolution! I loved the first game. The first game I thought was really cool and well done. The one scene where you got the white phosphorus bombing thing and the people were screaming, it's fucking dark. But also cool that they had like actual like White Castle, Lumberyard, like they had actual businesses in it. And then the sequel came out. Sequel was a reboot. Just like Catalyst, where, right, here's one game, right, let's come out a reboot. Why reboot? I don't know, but the story makes zero sense. In the first one, they played it off like, oh yeah, 2 years from now, the leader of North Korea dies, his son takes over, his son's actually competent. He's actually able to lead. It made sense. In this one, obviously, Kim Jong-un was already dead, so his son took over. We already found out by that point that he's just as much of an idiot as his father was. And yes, so instead of going with that, they went with, after the Korean War, for some reason, instead of being enemies, we decided to just give all of our money to North Korea for no reason. Oh, what's that? We owe North Korea $1 trillion? Okay. Like, the story makes no sense. Like, why do we go, hey, you know how we were fighting with you like 2 minutes ago? Yeah, here's $1 trillion. Oh, we're bankrupt now. I guess North Korea owns us. Makes no sense. But gameplay was awesome. Graphics were great. As long as you ignore the whole, for some reason we gave our great enemy $1 trillion for no fucking reason. As long as you ignore that part, it's a good game. Recruiting members is easy. Going out and fighting the North Koreans is fun. Doing the stealth missions is fun. Doing all the different stuff is fun. All the side missions is great. And then the smaller part of the story where you're following your character and the stuff that he's doing, pretty cool too. As long as you ignore the whole, we gave our great enemy $1 trillion for no fucking reason. The story makes no sense. Overall, like, the big story makes no sense, but the little story that you follow with your character, pretty cool. And again, the gameplay was great. Gunfights were great. All the different stuff you can do was awesome. Ignore the story, 8 out of 10. Not ignore the story, 6 out of 10. But at this point, as low as it is, you can probably get it for $20. And it has another game inside of it. Because the same people that made this game made another game however many years ago. And if you find the arcade game, you can actually sit down and play the arcade game. It's stupid, nice little detail, whatever you want to call it, Easter egg, but it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it and I hope you will too. Another game I haven't beaten yet. That's because for some open world RPGs, Horizon Zero Dawn, massive open world. I was able to sit down, play through, focus on some parts, play through, and beat it. Great game, check it out. This game, the open worldness, I don't know, I just could not focus. I just kept getting distracted by everything. It's like, yeah, 22 missions going on, and I can't complete any of them because I can't focus on any of them long enough to finish them. But the best selling point of this game is how realistic it is. You have to eat. You don't eat, you starve to death. You have to sleep. You don't sleep, you die of lack of sleep. You go a few days without bathing, you start to smell. Like, you'll be stealthing, like, I smell something that smells like someone hasn't bathed in a while. Like, they can smell you. The guards or whatever can smell you if you haven't bathed in a while. You go to the bathhouse, they clean you up, you gain +1 charisma. Because now you smell nice and people see you look clean and you smell clean. This is going back to old school RPGs where everything you do can gain you points and stuff. Oh, you're picking flowers? Oh, you're picking up flowers? You gain strength because you're squatting so much. It's literally a perk called Leg Day. Just from picking flowers, because you're squatting down, pick a flower. Squatting down, pick a flower. Then you take those flowers and other plants, sell them, you make gold. Oh, you do that enough, you get +1 to merchant skills because you did so much with merchants. Like, everything you do in this game benefits your character, one way or another. But it's super fucking hard. There is no, you're not the last of your kind, you're not the great hero. You're a blacksmith's son. You don't know how to read. If you want to learn how to read so you can read books and stuff to gain skill points, you gotta go find a guy that can teach you how to read. You can't swim either. And I looked it up, you can't learn how to swim. You just do not know how to swim at all. But that's just what adds to the game, though, that it is so realistic. And just how in-depth, like, the character creation is and just how much they go with it. This is a great game. I'm kind of annoyed I haven't beaten it yet, but I keep getting distracted by other games. But this is a game you definitely should check out. If you get it on Steam, you play for an hour or so. If you don't like it, you can always turn it in. No questions asked. I put in way more than 2 hours, so can't return it. I wouldn't return it anyways. This is a great game. Check it out. Batmobile. That's all this game has in it. Alright, there's a few small segments where you're not using a Batmobile. But they put in a lot of time, money, and energy on making the Batmobile. And they made sure the entire game revolves around the Batmobile. Oh, you gotta fight Freeze? Batmobile. Poison Ivy? Batmobile. Arkham Knight? Batmobile. Deathstroke? Batmobile. Not a joke. It's all Batmobile battles. You're underground. You're being chased by his giant drill tank thing that makes no sense. Batmobile. Oh, you want to do this Riddler trophies? Oh, there's a lot of Riddler trophies. Batmobile. Not a joke. Like, it's not even a riddle. It's you're racing on a track. And you gotta figure out the track and, like, when to turn and when to boost and when to crawl up walls and stuff in the car. That's all this game is about, is the Batmobile. Which is super annoying. It's a cool element. And in places, it adds to the story and stuff. I just would have liked it if there was more to do without the Batmobile. Like, seriously. It's like, oh, you got Hush. Batmobile. Oh, wow, you got this cool character. Batmobile. Or you got to fight against this guy. Batmobile. It's like, I bought Batman Arkham Knight, not Batman Arkham Batmobile. But no. It's like, oh yeah, you get all these cool custom uniforms. You get the DLC, get the season pass, you can go in as Batman Beyond, Justice League, Batman 3000. It's like, oh cool, but you don't ever get to see it because you're in the Batmobile. Which also comes with a lot of cool skins. Going with the Adam Wee version of the Batmobile was cool, but it's like, wow, I got the Batman Beyond. Alright. And like, usually at the beginning of the whatever stream I was doing, like, alright, why don't you wear this one, wear that one? Okay, cool. Then it's in the Batmobile, so it didn't really matter what suit the fans chose for me to wear that stream. You weren't going to see it because I was going to be in the Batmobile. It was still a good game. The story was cool. The twists were awesome. It just sucks with the whole Batmobile. Never be as Batman. Gotta be Batmobile. And like all these games, at this point, it's super cheap. It's maybe $20, if that. If you wait for a good sale going. So if you don't have an issue with literally 90% of the game being the Batmobile, check it out. God of War, the fourth in the series. But not God of War 4, just God of War. AKA Dad of War. Kratos is an old man. Went to the Scandinavia area to get away from the Greek gods after what he did. Meets a lady. Falls in love. Has a kid. Lady dies. Gods show up. Fights gods. Runs away from home. You know, the typical day in the life of Kratos. I know a little bit about Norse mythology. So I was kind of anticipating a couple things here and there. But even then, they would twist things around and twist things here and there. So you couldn't, so even if you knew Norse mythology, you couldn't anticipate the things that were going to happen. It wasn't until near the end that I realized who the boy was before they actually revealed it. But I mean, it was like maybe an hour or two before they revealed it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that happened in Norse mythology, but it was this person, that person, And it's like, ding, light bulb went off. Anyways, mechanics, pretty similar. The axe is pretty cool. I did like the axe over the chains. It was a nice addition. Having the boy there to help you was pretty cool. The puzzles were great because you had to like work with the boy, so you had to do the two things at once, sometimes three, get it all to work together. And some of the visuals, holy hell! Like when the Midgard serpent first appears, like holy hell, that's huge. That's what she said. You go to a bunch of cool places, different worlds. You go to hell. You go to a fire world. You go to elf world. Like you go all kinds of places in this game. It's what I would like to call a linear open world where, yeah, you can choose where you go, but it's like you want to go here now. You might want to go there, but no, you're gonna go here first. Then you'll go here. Then you'll go here. You can go back if you feel like it, but you're gonna go here first, and then here, then here. You don't have to do it in that order, but you're gonna do it in that order because if you don't, you're gonna get your ass kicked. The Valkyries were pretty badass. The one Poison World was freaking sweet. Just like the different things you could do in it, and like how you had to traverse it, keep an eye on the poison meter. They just introduced so many cool things in this game. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I played it. And like with all the games on this list, it's like $20, if that. So check it out if you haven't yet. Definitely one of the best exclusives on the PS4. This game, I played the Iceborne, not trial, was it beta? Whatever you want to call it. They introduced new mechanics. And I had been playing the game 2018 and 2019. It's my first of the Monster Hunter World, or Monster Hunter series. Thankfully, Bearded Moose, shout out, and my buddy Papa Sheep would jump in and help me, because without them, I would not have gone anywhere. What's really cool is that they do events with, like, Final Fantasy characters. Mind you, the people who own Monster Hunter don't own Final Fantasy. Oh, they do events with The Witcher? Again, company that owns Monster Hunter does not own the rights to The Witcher, but they still have The Witcher stuff in it. They still have Final Fantasy stuff in it. Which is really cool that they're able to, like, I don't know what compromise or deal they made, but introduce new creatures, new material, just new stuff to just make it better and give you more to do. Even after beating it, there is still a lot I could keep doing. But I wanted to move on to other games because there's just so many games to play. You get some people that focus on this game exclusively, and holy hell are they amazing. I'm struggling against this guy. Oh, he might kill me. I might kill him. Then you get the guys who are really good to go. Oh, that's cute. Flick. Oh, so you got to use this weapon with this armor, and then use this skill, and then you got to jump here, and then when you strike there, and bam, it dies. While I'm all, whack it with a stick, whack it with a stick. Whack, 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 whack. Yay, beat it. Maybe. The Iceborne expansion adds a ton of stuff to it. New monsters, new bosses, new areas, new mechanics. Like the being cold mechanic where your stamina will drain unless you drink hot tea. And then when the hot tea runs out, you better make more or you're going to start losing your stamina. It's just cool stuff like this that really get me hooked on a game where they make the game and then they keep adding to it. Instead of just going, alright, there's the game. Whatever, we're done. Monster Hunter World definitely keeps it going. And you should too. This is a new multiplayer battle royale game that released for free. That's right, free. Yeah, they got the microtransactions and you can buy loot boxes and characters and DLCs. But it's released for free. And you can earn all the stuff that you can buy. Take a while, but you can do it. Cool map, cool mechanics. It's a typical battle royale game, just free. And each character has different skills, which I thought was pretty cool. My favorite was probably Bloodhound. Being able to see through walls for a few seconds. Locate your enemies. Biggest issue is sometimes your teammates don't have headsets, so you can't communicate. Or they do have headsets and they're blasting music or they're screaming and cursing like it's Xbox Live form and all that. Just, eh. That, and unless you dedicate yourself to it, you're going to lose. Just like with all multiplayer games, you have to dedicate yourself to this game. You have to quit your job, you have to drop out of school, you have to sit there playing this game constantly, 36-hour sessions, pass out for a couple hours, wake up, chug a couple Red Bulls and play for another 36 hours, or you get left behind. Which, that's one of the main reasons why I don't like these kind of games, because I can't dedicate 36 hours at a time to play this game or any other Call of Duty, Fortnite, PUBG. Like, I can't dedicate that kind of time. I have friends, I have family, I have a job, I have sleep, I have things I have to do. I can't just sit there and be like, alright, I'm going to drop here, bounce off that wall, which allows me to land there, get this, then drop there and get this, and bam, I win the game. No, I don't have the time to learn all the tips and tricks and cheats and glitches, and it's just too much. But it is free, so check it out. Maybe get your friends to play. I couldn't get any of my friends to play because they all read the same thing that I do. Of unless you dedicate your life to it, you're gonna suck at it, which I did. Never won a game ever, but I never dedicated my life to it, so not gonna happen. Sadly, Warhammer Inquisitor Mara. Online at all times, even when you're playing single player, you still gotta connect to the server. You're a Space Marine. You can choose Psyker, Crusader, which is machine guns, flamers, multi-meltas, whatever. And then you get Assassin, which I don't know what they use because I've never actually played one. Probably weaker weapons. Anyways, I went with the Crusader. I like the big guns. They actually updated it like last month. Because before, yeah, I mean, they had some cool stuff, and you get the relics, and the relics are cool. You can upgrade the relics. And then once you upgraded the relic, it gave a special relic skill that you couldn't change, but the other skills you could change. If you upgrade the one guy that allows you to upgrade stuff, you can upgrade your health potion. Like, yeah, give me 60% health when I use it. Plus 20% health across 5 seconds. Plus, 33% more damage for 10 seconds. I can only use it 4 times, but I can use those skills. Or you can be like, 20% health across 5 seconds, 10% health across 60 seconds, and extra spots. I can use it 9 times. I don't get the other bonuses like the other guy did, but you can customize how the health potion works to make it either be super strong but only use it a few times, or weaker but use it a lot of times. And the leveling up, every time you level up, you get skill points. You can drop into movement. You can drop into heat. Like, let's say you use flamethrowers and multi-meltas. Drop into heat. Oh, you use heavy bolter. Drop into physical damage. And as you go on, you also gain perks. My favorite perk was the one that makes it so I can never be suppressed. When you get suppressed, you can move slower, or you take more damage, or you can't heal. You can't they just different debuffs on you when you get suppressed. So I got you can never be suppressed, but you can only heal from your potions. But I'm always at full health, and there's at full suppression level. And there's an entire suppression tree where it's like, oh, when your suppression level is in the green, you do 3% more damage. When your suppression level is green, you get dealt 10% less damage. When your suppression level is green, you get double health. I'm always in the green. I'm always not going to be suppressed, so all those bonuses are great. And then as you get later into the game, because there's a story mode, but once you beat the story mode, you get later into the game, you can split off, go to different worlds, go to different galaxies, go from fighting Chaos Marines or Rogue Imperial Guard. Now you're fighting the Dark Eldar, and they're going to be introducing Tyranids soon. I don't know. In the new update, before relics were the best. Now relics is kind of mid-tier. Now you have ancient relics, then you have some other level, but you have ones where there's no stats on them, no skills, until you beat, it has 5 slots. This slot you got to do 200,000 damage. This slot take 100,000 damage. This slot use your health potion 10 times. This slot blow up so many, have so many explosions. Like, there's different things like that, but Sometimes it's no kill 10 Tyranids. Well, there's no Tyranids yet, so you can't unlock that skill, which is kind of stupid. That they have the weapons that have that skill, but you can't kill Tyranids, so you can't unlock it. And then they introduced runes and psalms. You can make rune words, like with Diablo 2. It's like, oh, this weapon doesn't have any slots. You go to the guy that can modify weapons, add 3 slots, add in the rune words. Oh, now I get an extra 30% physical damage with my heavy bolter. That's all I do is physical damage. Oh, hey, you have an extra 10% chance of doing critical hit damage. Yay! My friend went with a Psyker, and he has one skill. It's like, oh, he's suppressed. Here's a skill, dead. It's like, how much damage you do? 128,000. Holy shit! Like, I'm criticaling for 3 to 4,000 damage. He criticals for 128,000 damage. But he's a glass cannon. He'll kill everything if it doesn't kill him first. Although he has special skills he can learn that he has to keep putting on to keep himself from dying so quickly, but he also builds up warp heat. Just saying. I haven't really played this game on live stream very much because I usually play with my friend and he doesn't want to be on my live streams. But if you haven't had a chance to check it out, check it out. Get the DLC Season Pass. So worth it for all the extra missions you get and other cool items. And again, like all these games, it's pretty cheap now as opposed to buying a $60 game.